Hey guys, Ashley D. Will here. So I just wanted to share a quick testimony today. The older I get, and I'm over half a century old now, but the older I get, the more God shows me that my life is just a thick tapestry of grace threads. They're all just woven together. And I want to share one of the threads of grace that He has kind of shown me in my life. There's so many, and the older I get, I look back and I see more and more. Anyway, so I just wanted to share this with you, and I don't know if you're familiar with my other video called, I think it's called My Journey to Christ, where I talk about where at one point in my life I had a first trimester abortion. This was 30 years ago, and I was just clueless. I didn't know what to do. It was like I was on a dark conveyor belt, and I was just being taken down, and I didn't have support, and I didn't know truth. And anyway, so I went through a lot over that, but I'm healed from that, and I have no guilt and no shame over that, and I'm totally at peace with it. But I want to show you one thing about that. In Exodus 22:1, it says that actually, I'm going to read it to you, just verbatim here. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. Okay, remember that. Exodus 22:1. And then in Isaiah, throughout the scriptures, but especially in Isaiah 53:6, the Lord likens us to sheep, right? All of us have gone astray like sheep. Sheep go astray without a shepherd. Sheep are not very smart. We all know that. So with these two scriptures in mind, I want to share with you that in this murder of my first child, which, was the abortion, I killed one of God's sheep. Okay, that's what happened. I killed a sheep. And so what, according to Exodus, the law says that I have to repay him for sheep to make up for that death or that, theft. I stole that life. I killed that life. So I have to make up that to him. Well, I like to share with you that in God's economy, in God's grace, in God's ways, which are much higher than ours, He has done the opposite of that. For someone who has stolen and killed one of His sheep, He didn't require me to give him 4 sheep. He gave me 4 beautiful, wonderful, intelligent daughters, which are sheep. So He did the inverse in His grace of what the law requires be done. Okay, that is a beautiful and profound personal picture of God's grace in my life. And I want to share this with you because as you get closer to Him, and the older you get, and the more you look back on things, and the more He shows you, He will show you some unbelievable threads of grace in your own life, where you will grow in your trust with Him, you'll grow in your intimacy with Him, and you'll grow in your confidence in Him, that amidst the confusion or the trouble or whatever you may go through, once you get through it, or the valley, and you look back, you can see all these things that you couldn't see while you were going through the trouble. So this is just a picture of grace that God has shown me in my life, where the requirement under the law says that when you kill a sheep, someone else's sheep, or steal it, you have to repay 4 times to make up for that. But the Lord has done the reverse, the inverse for me. And this is in His economy of grace, which is the opposite of our human understanding. So He has given me 4 beautiful, wonderful, intelligent daughters. He's given me 4 beautiful sheep in return for the sheep of his, the lamb of his that I killed, that I stole that life away. So this is just an example of his grace, and I pray that you will press into him and pray that he would open your eyes to see more of the grace that he is already working in your life, because he's working his grace in all of our lives, whether we see it or not. And I pray that you would have a desire to see it, and you would ask him to open your eyes to see it, because Hebrews tells us that we are strengthened by grace. His grace strengthens us. So the more grace you dive into and drown in, the stronger you're going to be as a believer. So that's my encouragement here, is to press into the grace of God, seek the grace of God, and ask him to open your eyes to the grace of God in your life so that you'll be strengthened. Okay? I'll see you next time.